Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert Dorky and thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be taking a quick break from the usual content I make. Is Dying Light 2 confirmed? There's some of you that have commented asking for another video. So Lunar Leaf, a subscriber, says, are we gonna be getting any news about Dying Light 2 anytime? With some more news having come out recently, I admit I would like to see some more and your opinion on the topic. I'm here to make that video, so I hope you're watching. Alright, let's get right into it. Techland, it's a developer, as everybody knows, but they're also a producer, and they've been said to have been producing quite a few games with other developers. The thing I talked about in the previous video about this game, they said specifically, Dying Light, the series, they called it a series too, which was so exciting. They said, the Dying Light series is our main focus right now. That was Techland saying that. It looks like we're gonna get a sequel very soon. Techland has been confirmed to be working on 2 games, developing 2 games. And that's very different than publishing. It means that they are working on games, IPs, intellectual properties, that they believe that they should be the ones to work on. That's simple. That's a fact, right? You guys want to know the release date. You want to know some rumors. You want to know anything. You're starving for information. I don't have everything for you, but I can give you my thoughts based on all the news that has been coming out. Now, when a game publisher or developer, mainly publishers, when they are producing a game, they have a developer producing their game, they don't release news on this game for quite a while, for the first couple years of the game's development. Now, if you keep that in mind and you understand the gaming industry, you might understand why the predicted date of early 2019 might make sense. They're still tight-lipped. They're not saying anything about this game, so why would we think that it's going to come out, next year? One of the comments on my video, quite a few of the comments have been like, 2019? Are you serious? I think it's got to come out earlier than that. It's not going to come out earlier than late 2018. You can guarantee that. We might hear something about Dying Light 2 and E3 this year, but I highly doubt it. If we don't hear a single thing at any convention at all this year, I will move my predicted date for Dying Light 2 to 2020. That would scare me a little bit if there was nothing. So I do fully expect some information to come out this year. I think they are still tight-lipped about it, but if anything's going to come out, it's going to come out maybe E3, but after E3. They haven't had a lot of time to work on this game, and I know a lot of people might be wondering, why does he think that they're not going to say anything at E3? Well, I'm not saying that it won't happen, but the reason I think it won't happen is that they've been providing support and updates for Dying Light up until the beginning of this year, January, and that's as far as I know. It might even be more support in more recent months, like March. I don't think that a developer that is doing updates and support themselves for Dying Light, the original game, is going to be working pretty heavily on the sequel. It might be different than what I'm saying, but you might have to look at the staff and how much it's increased if you really want to make informed speculations, unlike what I'm doing. Now, what else did I want to talk about? Creative director said that they are not working on Hellraid. Alright, here is the bell of the ball. The comment to end all comments on this video. No, this comment says that it's proof for the sequel of Dying Light, and it's proof that they're working on it. Anything could be photoshopped. I'm not gonna herald this as the ultimate proof that they're working on anything. But he says that it's proof, and then he links something, and it appears to be what they're working on. At the top of the list, it says that they're working on Dying Light and Hellraid. I mean, it's possible. It's not conclusive though. I really don't want. I think I made myself clear, right? I don't think no matter how stupid you are, I don't think there's a single person that's gonna be watching the last minute of this video and say, I think it's confirmed. I think it's confirmed. No, it's not. I just wanted to talk to you guys about all that and give you my take What else was there? I don't want to spread false rumors or make people think that things are confirmed. I think that the developers of this game, Techland, I think that they would prefer that people not talk about this game. And, you know, it's a smart business move. You don't want people getting hyped about it before they want you to get hyped about it. It all goes into marketing. And, I mean, I think that the fact that they're being so tight-lipped pretty much proves that they don't want people getting hyped about the game too early. I mean, we might be able to say that proves the other thing, but about the game being confirmed, still not confirmed, but there is a lot to be excited about. We might see this game come out in a year at the earliest. One more thing as a bonus to all of you that are into gaming and fellow dorks. Well, we have a video titled Full Eye Tracking Support in Dying Light. Now this doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean they're gonna have integration with camera technology that will, you know, observe your eyes and enhance the game in that way. I think we're kind of a far way off from stuff like that. We might see VR support for Dying Light 2, but again, speculation. This is just a bonus to get you guys excited about something that might not happen. So I'm sharing it with you.
When we launched Dying Light the following Enhanced Edition in February, we promised our fans year-long support for the game, also from technological standpoint. We've been closely watching all the latest trends on the market, and today we can proudly introduce the eye tracking technology to Dying Light. We've teamed up with Tobii, high technology leader in eye control and eye tracking. With their help, we've been able to make the Dying Light experience even more seamless and immersive using Tobii iX controller. Free running is the very essence of Dying Light, so it was the first aspect we used the Tobii iX for. Now you can climb buildings and jump over smaller obstacles automatically. Just look at the top edge of the obstacle in front of you. The eye tracking technology allowed us to play with light a little more. First, we've introduced the adaptive HDR, which simulates how human eyes adapt to lack or excess of light. In practice, when you focus your gaze on a dark spot, it becomes a bit brighter, and the other way around. When you look directly into the source of light, everything around you becomes darker in comparison. Additionally, we've implemented eye tracking controls for the player's flashlight. When this option is on, your character will direct the light exactly where you look. For those who crave for even more immersive experience, we've created the Clean UI feature. It makes all the base UI elements transparent, but each individual bar or indicator will show up immediately just when you need it. Simply look at it to make it clearly visible. Thanks to the eye tracking sensors, all the throwables in the game have been enhanced with gaze aiming. Just focus your eyes on the enemy you want to hit and throw the knife, grenade, or whatever you got at your disposal. These are just examples of what's possible with Tobii iX controller. After the latest update, Dying Light features as many as 16 eye tracking options, which you can quickly turn on and off in a dedicated menu. Test all the enhancements, choose what suits you best, and discover a new level of responsiveness and immersion with Dying Light and Tobii iX controller.
Well, this is what happens when you don't do your research. As it turns out, this eye tracking technology is integrated into the game, and if you get this hardware, you can use it as a setting. That's what it appears to be. I thought it was something like, you know, with Fallout VR, it was just something that they integrated into the software so that they could basically talk about it. E3 last year, Fallout 4 got this VR treatment. They were saying, you can play it in VR here, but we're not gonna put it into the game. They said that. And it was just something kind of cool they wanted to do. Maybe to keep Fallout 4 relevant again, I don't know. But this seems different, and when we open the description, there is no link to buy this hardware, the eye tracking technology, so I'm gonna do a little bit more research. I don't have a lot of sunlight left, so I'm just gonna have to do it after the video, and comment down below so there will be more information for you guys. This technology does seem to be available to everybody. It's funny when you read the comments. It's all about Dying Light 2. Okay, well, of course a lot of people are excited, and, you know, I'm sorry that there's a lot of us that are starving for information and there is no information. Dying Light, full eye tracking. So I'll take back what I said. It appears that there's a chance that eye tracking might be a regular thing for the sequel, or at least available. I don't know if that's going to be like a casual gamer thing. We'll see. It's looking like things like VR Fallout 4, VR, eye tracking, augmented reality, AR. Those are going to be things for more hardcore gamers, and you know, I can't even call myself a hardcore gamer anymore because one, I don't spend the time doing it as much, and two, I don't spend the money getting into these things that seem to qualify people as hardcore gamers. It's really cool, the time and age that we're getting into. I will be more excited when these things become affordable to casual gamers, one, and then two, I'll be more excited when the gaming industry finds ways to make them seem less complicated to the casual gamer, because not only do you have to have prices be lowered, but just like with solar panels, they're cheaper, but you also have to make them seem simple, because a lot of people don't want to go through the hassle of whatever it is, whatever it takes to like put solar panels on your roof. But it's actually not that complicated. But still, you have to make it seem simple. It can't just be simple. A lot of these companies, you know, some might fail, some might succeed, and I believe that price and making things seem simple are going to be what makes these hardware companies succeed. You know, VR companies, augmented reality companies, and other hardware companies. Again, this has been Rubber Dorky Gaming News. The fellow nerds on the Dying Light 2 video have been really fun to talk to. So I hope I see you guys. I hope I see the same names. Regardless of whether or not you're into this stuff, Dying Light 2, I hope this video entertained you, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. Happy Tuesday. See you guys real soon, and as always, dork it up. One more thing while I still have you guys, I want to ask you a quick question. Alright, so on the gaming channel, I wanted to ask you what you want to hear about most. Now, these games are already out, but I'm going to be doing gaming news, and I can't do it on everything. I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, and by resources I mean money, to pay for all the Red Bull. Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm not going to be talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe if you really want me to, if there's a lot of people that comment. But what I want to talk about is the game engine, because the game engine for Horizon Zero Dawn is also being used for Death Stranding. And the developers from both of those games are working together to develop this new engine. Guerrilla Games just really put out a winner here. With Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't even gotten that far into it, and I know it's a gem. That's one option. So I'm going to be talking about the game engine. I'm going to be talking about Death Stranding. So that's an option. Comment down below if you want more of that. Dying Light. Oh my god. The Last of Us. The Last of Us 2. Do you guys want to hear about it? I will talk about it. I love this game. It's, you know, I'm only going to talk about things I'm passionate about. Games and other stuff. That's a little vague. Do you guys want to hear about this? Comment down below. Do you guys want to hear about the next Tomb Raider game? Comment down below. It's the end of the video for real. Thanks for sticking around.